Have you ever gone to bed thinking tomorrow would be just another normal day, only to wake up and find that your entire life had changed? That happened to me. My name is Schrock, and for nearly 20 years I owned a business installing sports equipment. Basketball goals were my specialty. I worked with K-12 schools, colleges, and universities across the country. I was fortunate enough to install basketball goals for schools like the University of Arkansas, the University of Tennessee, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, LSU, and even the Memphis Grizzlies. I loved what I did. It wasn't just a job, it was my life. Then, in 2020, everything changed. I suffered a severe stroke. In a matter of hours, I lost the ability to walk, talk, and even eat. Imagine being fully aware of what's happening around you but not being able to communicate with the people you love. It's one of the most frightening feelings anyone can experience. The life I had spent decades building disappeared almost overnight. I went from working every day to lying in a hospital bed wondering if I would ever stand on my own again. Simple things that most people never think about suddenly became impossible. Taking a step. Saying a sentence. Swallowing a bite of food. Every one of those became a mountain to climb. Because I couldn't eat, I had to rely on a feeding tube to stay alive. My weight dropped dramatically, from around 255 pounds to only 123 pounds. Every time I looked in the mirror, I barely recognized the person staring back at me. There were moments when I honestly wondered if I had survived the stroke only to slowly starve to death. Those were some of the darkest days of my life. But even in those moments, I never completely lost hope. My faith became my anchor. When I couldn't see a way forward, I prayed. When I felt weak, I prayed. When I wondered why this had happened, I prayed. Recovery wasn't fast. It wasn't easy. There were setbacks. There were frustrating days when even the smallest improvements felt impossible. But little by little, progress came. One step became two. One word became a sentence. Every small victory reminded me that healing doesn't always happen all at once. Sometimes it happens one tiny step at a time. One of the biggest lessons I learned is that you should never underestimate the power of determination. Your body may have limits. Your circumstances may change. But your spirit doesn't have to quit. Today, when people meet me, many of them have no idea what I've been through. They see someone smiling. They see someone driving. They see someone living life. They don't see the countless hours of therapy. They don't see the pain. They don't see the fear. And that's okay. Because every scar tells a story. Looking back now, I realize the stroke didn't just change my life. It changed my perspective. I learned to appreciate things I used to take for granted. A conversation. A meal. A walk. A drive. Things that once seemed ordinary became incredible blessings. If you're watching this and you're going through something difficult, I want you to know this. Don't give up. Your story isn't over. There may be days when progress feels impossible. There may be moments when you wonder if life will ever be the same again. Keep going. Celebrate every small victory. Lean on the people who love you. And if faith is part of your life, hold on to it with everything you've got. Because sometimes hope is the only thing that keeps us moving forward. My journey didn't end with that stroke. In many ways, it was the beginning of a brand new life. Thank you for listening to my story. If it encouraged you in any way, I'd love for you to subscribe and join me as I continue sharing my journey, my recovery, my Uber and Lyft experiences, and the lessons life has taught me. Remember, no matter how hard life gets, never give up.